And welcome here to Rock Hill, South Carolina, as you join us for the Believe Prep Academy 6th Annual Palmetto State Basketball Showcase. Marcus Burnett joining you here on site. Had to adjust the game schedule a little bit. A couple teams weren't able to make it in town, so we're adjusting right with you. And we appreciate you joining us here for this matchup featuring Coastal Academy taking on S4G, also known as Shooting for Greatness. It's a 23-26 ball game in favor of Coastal Academy. At the free throw line there for Shooting for Greatness, that's number 24. That's Jonah Cosby there. Actually, correction, that's Isaac Cosby. Jonah Cosby, the brother that's there on the bench. He's listed at 6'6", Isaac listed at 6'1". Isaac makes it a 24-26 ball game, though, there with that free throw. That tip in. Good to go, 28-24. Still here in first half action. That ball is going to be out of bounds. Looked like it was touched last by Coastal Academy. So it will stick with Shooting for Greatness. That traveling violation going to send it the other way. Three-pointer from the corner. That's money in the bank there for number 20 for Coastal. That's Hadari Bazemore. I'm based in the Atlanta area. Bazemore, good last name to have. Kent Bazemore, part of that great energy for the Atlanta Hawks. Undergoing a skid as of late. They've dropped a couple. They have no choice but to get it in check as Steph Curry and the Warriors visit Atlanta tomorrow night. That one's stripped away by Cosby. Losing the handle and having it knocked away there. That's Terrence Golston. Golston in attack mode has it stripped away. Score 24-31 in favor of Coastal. We've got about 7 minutes and 30 seconds left to play here in the first half. Medlin. Aggressive closeout, he attacks, can't get the dunk to go. Kicks off the back of the rim. Now here's Coastal running the other way. That one's knocked out of bounds and it's going to stay on that end of the court. 7 minutes, 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. We've got a timeout. We're going to take a timeout with them. When we get back, we'll bring you more from the Palmetto State Basketball Showcase.
Seconds inbound pass to Marbury as he works on the defense of Johnson, dribbles by Robinson, takes it to the baseline, running jump shot, good! 2 seconds left.
Welcome back out of the timeout. I tell you what, they've got a good DJ on site. We've been here for just under an hour. He's already been rocking up to this point. And with us having 5 more games after this one, I'm sure we'll be able to check the playlist from top to bottom. Good stuff here at the Believe Prep Academy Palmetto State basketball showcase. That's an offensive rebound for Coastal. Attacked the rim strong there, wanted a foul. There did Anthony Tark. No foul call, so it's going to go the other way. 7-point game under the 7-minute mark. Free throw line jumper. Silky smooth there. He's a good defender, but also knocking down the mid-range. There's number 25. That's Marquise Davis. A couple discrepancies here on the rosters, but we'll get those squared away. You like to be able to have them all be correct from the coaches, but you do understand they've got multiple hats they're wearing, a million things going on game day. So sometimes you got to be able to have teamwork, make the dream work, and put the pieces together when it comes to rosters and making sure you got the correct names and numbers. Luckily for me, I was able to see Marquise Davis at the 22 Feet Academy event last week. So familiar with him and what he brings to the table. But right now, his S4G squad trailing by 7 points as we approach the 6-minute mark. Cosby gets it to Davis. Now Davis up top. He's guarded by number 3. That's another name I got to be able to get the name for at halftime. That pass intended for Golston. Turnover. Shot miss is going to go the other way. Got a foul. It's going to give it to S4G. 6-point game. Players warming up. Us warming up here on air. Medlin for 3. Good. Michael Medlin. Medlin already with a cluster of Division I offers. You only expect those to raise as the season goes on. There he steps in and is able to take the charge. So Medlin, he gets 3 points on one and prevents 2 points on the other. That time he can't get the deuce to go. Going for the back tap now, but it's a coast-to-coast take. Falls just short. Rebound pulled out of there as we pick up the pace here. Not as many points per push attempts, but you got to like the energy that's being shown on the floor as both teams are fully loose right now. And now it's just a grudge match. Get that out of here, says Holmes. Medlin picks it up. Holmes and Medlin, a lot of times, they'll sub for each other, but also a dangerous combination to have out there on the floor for Coach Kyle Solomon and Coach Kevin Gibbs as well. As the track meet produces another 2 points, this time is by the infamous number 3, whose name I got to get at halftime. But he races ahead to make it a 9-point game. Now here's Medlin. Gets it up top to Golston, back to Medlin. The past few possessions for S4G have really been Medlin just attack. Golston trying to get involved now. He's going to be called for the travel. The coach was ready to demand that be called by the official. Official says, hey, I'm way ahead of you. Traveling violation called. Ball goes the other way. 6-point game here with just over 4 minutes remaining here in the first half. Getting the foul he wanted there on that attack was number 15, Anthony Tark. Tark cutting there along the baseline. Thought we might have an alley-oop attempt, but just making the basic pass that allowed Tark to grab it, come down, and go up strong. Alley-oop is great for the fans. If you're a coach, you'll take it, but you rather have the 2 points. That means a basic layup. You'll take it. Tark with the free throw. Makes it 29-36. 18 fouls against Coastal, 19 fouls against S4G, so it'll be free throws each team foul from here on out in the first half. Just under 4 minutes, 3:53 and counting. Easy foul for the official to call there against Cosby. So Jonah Cosby called for the foul. That's going to send number 3 to the free throw line. You want to be able to get the name with the number regardless, but when you look at number 3's activity level here for Coastal over the past few possessions, you definitely want to be able to get that name right. Will's the first free throw in. That'll make it 29-37. Substitution into the game for S4G. Chris Garland. Kept meaning to ask Coach if Garland was a two-star athlete in high school, if he played football as well. He really strikes you as a DB/safety on top of what he can do on the basketball court. I know if I was the football coach at his school, I'm at least giving it a shot every couple weeks or so, seeing if he's had a change of heart if he's not playing football. Medlin playing volleyball around the rim now, tips it around. They're scrambling. That'll be a deep two-pointer. If it goes, it won't. Off the back of the rim. Now looking to push. It's Coastal. Too easy. (29-39). The lead is now a double-digit one for Coastal. You see a lot of one-on-one attack mode, not as much movement off the ball for S4G. We see if they can change that this possession. Strong drive by Medlin, good defense though. Thought that would be a jump ball call, but no, they're gonna call the foul against number 4 for Coastal, Zach Olakani. Foul must have occurred before he had gotten a chance to tie it up. Talked about Michael Medlin and some of what he can do. Let's take a look at the Denny's instant replay. You see him pull up, hand and face. Not enough. That one from a couple minutes ago, but it's still Coastal with a 9-point advantage here as we approach the final 2 minutes, about 2:30. That three-pointer, no good. Nobody's boxing out, though, on the offensive glass. And Anthony Tark making them pay for it, pushes the lead back to double digits, now 30-41. Davis behind the back. Step back, no good. Ball tipped around. Holmes had the height, not the girth to hold on to it. It's ripped away. And here's Tark trying to finish again. That one kicks off the back. Medlin, he's got Holmes to his right. He powers through. And Coastal going to be called for the foul. And whether you agree with that foul call or not, you give Medlin credit for not going to the lane like a lamb. You go in timid, you don't get that call, it's stripped away or either taken away, and they rolled to the opposite end with it. Put his head down, went to the rack hard. And a lot of times, whether that's something deliberately done by the official or not, you know, it plays into the official psyche. Guy goes in, he's lost the ball, he's got that deer in headlights kind of look out there. He might not get the benefit of the doubt on a call. Going hard, a lot of times you can be pleased with the result, whether the foul's called or not. Splitting a pair of free throws there is Medlin. It's a 9-point game, 1:46 and counting. Another three, this time from the corner. Ring that one up, that's number 1. It's Marcel Thompson. Thompson makes it 32-44. So the cat and mouse game continues, but Coastal with a nice little cushion here as they look to keep it going and take a double-digit lead all the way into the locker room. 1:11 until halftime. That's a tough shot by Davis. Scored. Marquise Davis I was just getting ready to sort of question the shot selection there. Just seemed like a tough shot falling away. But he got the foul. He says, look, man, I know what I'm doing. Method to the madness. Gets that one to go off the window. Bank open on a Sunday here in Rock Hill, South Carolina. He makes it 34-44. Cannot get the back end to go. Strong drive, no foul called. Chris Garland with the rebound, gets it ahead to Davis. We're under the minute mark now. Davis gonna stop, pop, and getting it to drop. Marquise Davis right there in front of the Coastal bench. Nice little sequence. He's got 5 points over the past 2 possessions. Pulls them to within 7. Now trying to tighten up on the defensive end, going for the 5-second violation. One hasn't been called yet, nearly lost it, but they retain possession. Almost the identical spot he just hit a 3 from there for Marcel Thompson. That one doesn't go. Davis with a heck of a run here as he's got the last 7 points now for shooting for greatness. He's holding true to the name of the team. Shooting for greatness to be able to end this first half. Under 10 seconds. 5-point game. Now Tark gonna try a 3-pointer. That one no good. Tipped around, will it count? Yes, they're going to say that one will count. We appreciate you joining us here on SUVtv, and so does Marquise Davis. We take a look at the Denny's Instant Replay. Went on a great run, had 7 points, 7 straight points for S4G. We'll be back after this halftime break.
The feeling of the perfect shot feels effortless to me. Right when I release that shot, it just feels serene and quiet. It's only me and the rim and the basketball. With my height, to have an impact and to be the player that I wanted to be, I needed to change my shot, and that was going to be something that would be beneficial for the long term. The process started just breaking my shot down from the initial release to the follow-through. And there were days that I couldn't even get the ball to the rim. There were days that I couldn't go outside of the paint area. It was very frustrating to not be able to shoot the way that I wanted to. The hardest part of that process was definitely the patience. But if I just stuck to getting better every day, eventually I would be able to shoot where I wanted to, anywhere on the floor. I went through some tough days, but found a way to just persevere and see it through. It starts with a great base and great foundation and allows everything to feel perfect. I can do all things.
How long does it take to change the game of basketball? To change the sport? Hours, days, years, decades? How about 0.4 seconds? Just like that, all of a sudden, big ain't so big no more. Small ain't so small. And with the flick of the wrist, the step back 3 is the new dunk. Follow through is the new poster. Range is the new hang time. From the elbow to the rim, the threat now comes from everywhere. It's a new age for the game, a new era of champion. In the world, change takes time. In the universe, it takes eons. In this game, it only takes a second or less.
seconds inbound pass to Marbury. As he works on the defense of Johnson, dribbles by Robinson, takes it to the baseline, running jump shot, good! 2 seconds left.
The feeling of the perfect shot feels effortless to me. Right when I release that shot, it just feels serene and quiet. It's only me and the rim and the basketball. With my height, to have an impact and to be the player that I wanted to be, I needed to change my shot, and that was going to be something that would be beneficial for the long term. The process started just breaking my shot down from the initial release to the follow-through. And there were days that I couldn't even get the ball to the rim. There were days that I couldn't go outside of the paint area. It was very frustrating to not be able to shoot the way that I wanted to. The hardest part of that process was definitely the patience. But if I just stuck to getting better every day, eventually I would be able to shoot where I wanted to, anywhere on the floor. I went through some tough days, but found a way to.
And we are seconds away from getting the second half started back here at the Believe Prep Palmetto State Basketball Showcase, the 6th annual event. Coastal Academy with a 7-point advantage over S4G, aka Shooting for Greatness. You look at some of the leading scorers on both squads there in the first half. For S4G, you had Marquise Davis with 13 points. On the Coastal Academy side, Anthony Tark did a great job of running the floor, finishing strong inside. He had 13 points for Coastal. Our first points of the second half are going to be scored by none other than Terrence Golston for S4G. It'll make it a 5-point game. Good footwork and fake on the inside, but S4G recovers, knocks that one out of there. Now here's Golston. Gets it to Davis. Davis has been the pick to click so far here in this game. That one rolls around but won't stay down. And the ball's going to be wrestled away. That's Deshaun Burke. Burke kicks it to the corner. We got a baseline drive, and we have a foul that's going to send number 4, Zach Olakani, to the free throw line. Olakani out of Teaneck, New Jersey. Misses that first free throw. Second one on the way. That one won't fall either, so not the most eventful trip to the charity stripe there for Olakani. And it's just a 5-point game. Golston over to Ford. Now to Holmes, back to Golston. That's Michael Medlin in the corner. Player that you want to know where he's at all times. With him being 6'8", that's a pretty easy task. Easier to know where he's at, harder to keep him from doing just that, and that's scoring. He makes it 43-46 with that slithery move along the baseline. Jumper from the elbow, it's no good, but wide open on the offensive glass there. Nobody even around him. Zach Olakani gets those 2 points back, making it 48-43. Davis looked like he kept the pivot foot to me. Official saw otherwise. It's going to go the other way. We'll have a couple substitutions. Take a look at the replay. Silky smooth move there along the baseline by Medlin. Saving that one before it goes out of bounds there is Anthony Ford. Ford does a lot of the little things on the floor for S4G when he's out there. That's a big thing being done by Terrence Golston, coast to coast with the finish. Golston not only quicker than he looks, but in terms of using that size, does so well, sets that move up nicely. And once he got the defender in that position where he was fouling, it was just a layup drill from there. Not enough to knock Golston off his path. He makes it 45-48. One possession game. Not for long as Deshaun Burke answers right back. Burke makes it 45-50. Medlin guarded by Tark. Shot no good. They fight for the rebound. Finally going to be brought in by Coastal momentarily, but again, talked about the little things that Anthony Ford does there. Forces a jump ball by getting in the mix. S4G won't see the fruits of that labor in terms of that possession, as the possession arrow was headed the other way, but it does turn the arrow back in their favor. 5-point game. So we hit the 17-minute mark here in the second half. Foul against Marquise Davis there as he's trying to crank the defense up. Ford is going to have a seat. And Isaac Cosby will check back into the game. Cosby, number 24. Davis guarding Roundtree. Roundtree going to use the screen. That one a little too strong off the glass. Roundtree sticking with it. Medlin secures it and gets it over to Davis. Davis trying to work on Roundtree. Got all the way to the third level. Can't get the layup to go. Darius Roundtree fouled on the play. He's going to go to the free throw line. Roundtree out of Plainfield, New Jersey. Coastal Academy based in Neptune City, New Jersey, the Garden State. We have a couple subs checking back into the game. Number 23, Jonah Cosby. And number 5, Tamar Layson. Check back in, Golston and Jaquan Holmes gonna get a breather. Second free throw good for Roundtree, so we've got a 6-point game. Cosby bringing it up. On the floor for S4G. Cosby to Cosby connection inside, but it's Jonah that gets called for the travel. So on the floor for S4G, you've got Medlin, the Cosbys, Marquise Davis, and Tamar Layson. For Coastal, you've got Deshaun Burke, Anthony Tart, who thought about the three-pointer, but now it's going to be cut off there by Medlin. His shot's off the mark. But you've got Tart, Burke, Roundtree, Bazemore, and Kesley Felizor. That reverse attempt denied there by Cosby. Now looking to push. Felizor pass intended for Tart. Layson breaks it up. Official has to figure out who it went off of. He asked for help, and he gets it. Michael Medlin not agreeing with the second opinion. Thought that was going to be S4G's ball. Felizor wants it inside against Davis. Gets what he wants, but cannot get the shot to fall. Medlin with the rebound. Medlin lowers the shoulder and drives. Is knocked out of play. Medlin into Davis. Davis, he's going to launch a three. Holds the hand up for a couple seconds just for an accent mark of sorts. He makes it 48-51. The official have a clock adjustment. No adjustment needed there on that jump shot by Davis. Splash. Marquise Davis with 16 points here so far in this one. Technical foul called on the play. Try to see if we can get an explanation from the official on exactly who the foul was called on. Roundtree not really knocking down his free throws.
Ref, who's that foul
on? That technical foul went against Michael Medlin. Official getting us straight on that. We're going to take a timeout. When we get back, we'll bring you more here from the Believe Prep Palmetto State Basketball Showcase. Coming out of the timeout, 14 minutes, 54 seconds remaining here in the second half. Coach for Coastal Academy, Coach Ian Turnbull, waited a little too late to get a sub in, so he'll have to wait until the next dead ball situation, which wasn't very long. He was able to sub out Roundtree. Roundtree was able to get to the free throw line at a pretty good clip there over the past few minutes, but didn't make the most out of the trips, missing a few of the free throws. Here's Medlin looking to push it. That ball off of his foot. And Medlin's got to watch it. Can't really say much. He's already picked up one technical. Want to make sure he doesn't avoid Make sure he avoids a second one, or else he'll have to watch this one from the parking lot here at Saluda Trail Middle School. That fast break bucket makes it 50-51. $14 minutes, 15 seconds and counting. Strong drive there by Marcel Thompson. Leaves the shot short, though. Lacing with the rebound. S4G pushes it ahead to Cosby. That's Isaac to Jonah. Jonah, first attempt, knocked away. So we're going to have a 30-second timeout called by Coach Turnbull. We'll take it with them. When we get back, we'll bring you more here from the Believe Prep 6th Annual Palmetto State Basketball Showcase.
Seconds inbound pass to Marbury as he works on the defense of Johnson, dribbles by Robinson, takes it to the baseline, running jump shot, good! 2 seconds left.
Back out of the timeout. Looks like we're ready to resume play. It'll be number 20, Bazemore, to throw it in for Coastal. He gets it in, and now it's Deshaun Burke handling up top. Burke gets the step. Couldn't get that one to go off the glass. It's a 1-point game. S4G, they trailed since the early minutes. They have a chance to take the lead here this possession. Davis going to try a three-pointer. Ice cream. Marquise Davis. Feeling good, feeling great here in Rock Hill, South Carolina today. Trying to make sure Coach Kyle Solomon can feel the same way at the end of this game. They now have a 2-point advantage. Still plenty of time left, though. Just over 13 minutes remaining here in the second half. They're going to say lost out of bounds there by number 13, Felazor. It looked like it was knocked away from Felazor, but the official had a much better angle than I did. And let's face it, even if he was wrong, his opinion outweighs mine here in this case. So the ball's going to go the other way. It's a 2-point game. Davis. He's been the hot hand here in this game for S4G. That'll be a 2 if it goes. Keep milking them. Marquise Davis is going to continue to create off the dribble, make things happen on multiple levels. Keep going there until the defense gives you a reason not to. It's been that kind of game for Davis. He's already got a 20-piece nugget and then some. And most of his shots, they haven't just been open shots with lackadaisical defense. Good cluster of his threes have been a case of good defense, just better offense. Nice job of getting position. A position advantage there for Michael Medlin. Foul going to go against Coastal Academy. That's going to be their second team foul. They're in a position they haven't really had to be in for the majority of this game. That of a trailing position, currently down by 4. Medlin misses that three-point attempt but gets the long rebound. Now here's Davis, heat check. He misses one, follows his shot though. Got caught no man's land there in the air, but they'll reset up top. Now here's Medlin. Cosby gonna fire up a 3. No good. Medlin with an offensive rebound. Third offensive rebound of this trip down the floor. Hark says that's enough. Ahead to Burke. Burke hanging in the air and finishing. Nice finish there by Burke. Good defense by Layson, defending him hard without fouling. We talked about the alley-oop. Coach just wants the 2 points. S4G gives Coach Solomon the 2. And a little bit of the entertainment factor as they go up top and make it 53-57. And then come down and force the turnover. Layson really putting in a lot of energy on the defensive end. Davis getting it done in a variety of ways. You want threes? Check. You want me to get to the rack? Check. You want mid-range? Check. 53-59. Meanwhile, it's Burke. That almost looked like he just copy and pasted that same move. The way he just flew in and extended. Just extends that right arm back and just kind of flips it in. He makes it a 4-point game. Layson getting involved on the offensive end. Gonna have a foul against Cosby. Take another look at Burke. See, just kind of go up strong, adjust as the defense makes you. They sky up, he just cocks it back. Great body control. Just a knack for hitting tough shots. Olakani with the flush. So that one kind of caught everybody off guard a little. There did Olakani. You saw he was going up strong. I think Cosby was just going up to contest it. Really didn't jump as high as he could. Olakani says that's why you might want to do that next time. He flushes that one and makes it a 2-point game in the process. Now here's Cosby, the block area. Floats that one up with the left. Hark with the rebound. Looking for somebody to get it ahead to. Why not Roundtree? Gets it to him. Roundtree misses it. Layson goes in hard into that mat. His teammates make sure he's all right. Layson is really continued to hustle on both ends. We take a look. We talked about Zach Olakani, the T-neck native. Leaves his defender at the 4th floor. He's up to the 6th for the slam. Shot off the mark there by Medlin. Burke will bring it across. We're tied up at 59 apiece, and we're under the 10-minute mark. Coastal showing some patience here. Long rebound now. We're seeing Coastal have the offensive glass work in their favor. 3-pointer no good. Layson, if he's still hurting from that tumble, not showing any signs of it, he tracks down another rebound. So still tied at 59 apiece. S4G showing some patience. Layson guarded by Hark. Just a good patient move there by Layson. It's amazing what good footwork can do for you. That time it can give Layson a bucket and S4G a 2-point lead. With just over 8:20 to play. Burke takes it around Medlin, trying to kick it out to Olakani. Olakani closed on by Cosby, and they'll reset up top. Will Coastal. That pass broken up. Layson ahead to Medlin. Medlin, and one. It's amazing what length can do. You see Medlin calling for it. A little bit of an NBA move there. Medlin got away with a little bit of a step before he took his two. But had a chance for the three-point play the hard way. Misses the back end, but still gets the deuce. That pass too tall for Burke. Medlin off to the races. That one off the back of the rim. And we'll have a timeout. So we'll take one with them. When we get back, we'll bring you more from the Believe Prep Palmetto State Basketball Showcase. That's the assist by Cosby and the yam by Michael Medlin. Seven minutes, 17 seconds remaining here in this contest. It is a 4-point advantage for Shooting for Greatness, also known as S4G. As Roundtree will throw it in to Deshaun Burke. That jumper no good. Nice job of boxing out there by Cosby. Isaac Cosby on the box out. Jonah Cosby couldn't keep the right foot in, so it will go the other way, but you got to be pleased with the defense and rebounding there if you're Coach Thompson. Sorry, Coach Solomon. Now Cosby all over the passing lanes. Flushes that one. And the lead is now 6. Got to have the bunnies here over the next few minutes. Tark misses the first one, was working hard to get a second opportunity. Thought he could have and should have gotten a foul call there. None called, but it will be Coastal Academy's ball there along the baseline. They get it into Roundtree. Roundtree called for a travel. I didn't see it, but the official was right there. Let's see what you guys think there at home. So you see Roundtree get it in. Got to get on my cameraman a little bit for that one. Didn't really give us a good shot of that one. But we moved the other way. I can assure you this game will not come down to that one call, because we've got 6 minutes, 24 seconds left. And a trip to the line for Jonah Cosby. Can't get the first free throw. Score the second one. Pushes the advantage to 7 points. Deshaun Burke. Big catalyst for Coastal Academy, whether it's scoring the ball or being the straw that stirs the drink, if you will. Very hard player to keep away from the rim. But Marquise Davis, if your coach Kyle Solomon makes you like your chances when it comes to defending them. Davis had a very hot stretch to end the first half and to start the second half. Medlin. They're going to say that that ball went up and hit the support system up top. So we'll go the other way. 5 minutes, 44 seconds remaining here in this one. That three-pointer too strong. Cosby with the rebound. Whether it's Jonah or Isaac, the Cosbys eat glass. They have no problem with it. Cosby wants it inside. That entry pass going to be poked away. Olakani unable to keep it in bounds, so S4G ball there along the baseline. Approaching the final 5 minutes of this one. Davis, he's guarded by Burke. Drops that one off, and we've got a finish by Holmes. Raekwon Holmes. Now he could have just went up there and just sort of dunked it, or just laid it in. But well, you just got more athleticism and a surplus of it. You can make difficult dunks just look that easy. Also helps the case when you're 6'8", as Jaquan Holmes is. 7-point game, going for the throat. There is Davis. It's no good, going to be tipped out. And so it will be Coastal's ball there along the sideline. 7-point game, 4:26 remaining. That was Davis on the assist. They were on that last play as well. So drawing a lot of attention, and rightly so. It's going to be broken up. Layson coming the other way. Kicks off the back of the rim, nowhere to go along the baseline, or so we thought. He had other plans. He lays that one in, makes it a 9-point game. We are officially under 4 minutes now. So time running out here for Coastal. No need to panic right now, but you do need productive possessions. Attacking the offensive glass, but it's Davis is going to wrestle it away. And you're not going to see S4G take the air out of the ball here. They're going to definitely play to win as opposed to playing not to lose. Cosby going to go to the free throw line. When I talk about playing to win and as opposed to playing not to lose, Exhibit A here. Davis drops that dime off to Holmes. Holmes just cuz. Nine-point game. .328 on the game clock. Cosby cannot get that free throw. Here's Burke. Burke knows what time it is. The thing is, so does S4G. They know he's going to try to make some things happen, try to get to the rack quickly. They were there and prepared for it. Our 3 orange jerseys in the vicinity. They knock it out of bounds. Now they get it into Tark. Tark going to be fouled by Medlin. Anthony Tark, one of 2 Baltimore, Maryland natives here on this squad, the other one being Marcel Thompson. We'll have 5 more games coming up after this. Let's take a look at the upcoming schedule. At 1:30, we'll have Believe Prep versus Tag. That's TAAG. At 3 p.m., we'll have Forest Trail taking on Mount Zion out of Baltimore. Game 6 will feature Evelyn Mack versus Mount Mission. North Carolina school versus the school out of Virginia in Mount Mission. 6 p.m. game will be Bull City High School versus Coastal. So Coastal, I guess, going to get a 2-piece here today. And then the 7:30 p.m. game will feature Concord Prep versus Bull City, the prep squad. 7-point game, 2 minutes, 48 seconds. We'll have a foul, and that's going to mean free throws here for Coastal. 17 foul against S4G, and if you're S4G, you got to be careful. You know why you like? They're wanting to put the foot on the throat. They're not letting up at all. Still got to be smart and not give Coastal Academy chances to score without any time running off the clock. 2 minutes, 48 seconds. More time than it sounds here in a basketball game. Olakani knocks down the first free throw, makes it a 6-point game. Splits the pair of free throws. Lacey gets the rebound, protects the ball there on the back tap attempt. Can't get his layup to stay down, and now they get it ahead to Burke. Burke trying to size things up appropriately. Thompson has that shot partially blocked by Medlin, and Davis picks up the pieces. Big defensive play there by Medlin. Thompson has shown he can knock down that 3 ball. That would have made it a 1-possession game, but now if you're Coastal, still no need to panic, but you do need to stop here. Davis to Holmes, and we're going to have an offensive foul. So they step up and take the charge. I believe that was Olakani that stepped up and took it. So we've got a timeout. We're going to take one with them here on the floor as well. Appreciate you joining us here on SUVtv. We'll be back after this short break. And back to the action. 2 minutes, 14 seconds remaining here. It's go time for Coastal Academy. Deshaun Burke knows it, and he comes out and gets a bucket as such. Makes it 66-70. Golston to Medlin. Medlin, 3 from the corner. Good. Saw Medlin in a game last week. He was saddled with foul trouble for most of it, but came in and hit some clutch threes down the stretch to help secure the win. That was a big one he just knocked down as they try to put it away. And, it's always easy to second-guess things when you're not in the game. A lot of people could look at that three-point shot and feel like maybe they could have moved it around a little bit more, ran some clock. They're up. It's under 2 minutes. But sometimes you just got to be able to go with the flow. And I've seen teams play not to lose and tighten up, and then when they have to go back to scoring the ball, they're in a late-game situation. It's tough because they've already taken the air out or have played in a little bit more of a paranoid mode instead of just being able to use their discretion but also put the game away. 6-point game now. We have an official whistle. Don't believe there's any particular call on the play. Might have been the clock hadn't started or something like that. That's the only thing I can kind of take an educated guess on. But either way, we're back to play. Minute 38 and counting. Backcourt violation going to go against Marquise Davis. I think they're going to say he didn't have both feet established over the half-court line. Let's see if we can see that here. So Davis comes across. Looked like he had definitely gotten that left foot in. But I wasn't sure if he really was able to get both in. And again, that's one of those things, the official has to make that call right there in the heat of it. They can't slow it down, so. Either way, ball back to Coastal. Thompson trying to make him pay. Marcel Thompson had a three-point attempt from that spot that Michael Medlin partially blocked a couple minutes ago. There he makes a big one, and we've got a three-point ball game. Foul gonna go the other way. That's Marquise Davis stepping up and taking that one. That's a big play, but still a minute and 12 seconds on the game clock as they're giving Coach Turnbull an explanation on something. He's gonna call a timeout. Let's take a look at a big shot there by Marcel Thompson. You can see why Medlin was so quick to get out there on his previous shot. He has pulled them to within 3 points. We'll be back after this commercial break.
Seconds inbound pass to Marbury. As he works on the defense of Johnson, dribbles by Robinson, takes it to the baseline, running jump shot, good! 2 seconds left.
Three-point game. Approaching the final minute. Got a minute, 6 seconds and counting. Davis weaving through traffic. Now he'll get it ahead to Holmes. Holmes caught in a tough place there along the sideline. Gets it to Davis. He has 3 blue jerseys around him trying to pivot out of trouble. He and Holmes have been kind of playing a two-man game over there. No other passes and angles have been available. Davis appears up for the challenge as he's getting his best Pistol Pete Maravich impression on over there. Pistol Pete, Koozie, whatever you want to call it, just kind of weaving through guys. Trying to keep it moving, take care of the ball, make sure they don't turn it over. 44.2 seconds remaining here in this one. Davis's first free throw misses. So a chance to tie this game with a 3. We'll see if Coastal opts to tie it with a 3 or to get a quick bucket and foul to extend the game. Tart takes that one, no good. Rebound by Ford. Ford ahead to Golston. Talked about the little things Ford does. Rebounds it in a crucial setting there. Golston flopping, trying to get the call. Instead, he'll turn it over, and they will get the deuce on the other end. You got a 1-point game. 14 seconds on the game clock. We'll see when they choose to foul. No, they turn the ball over. Here's Tark. Referee has to hurry up and get out of the way. Tark misses the first shot and is fouled on the second attempt. What a sequence right there. You saw Coastal at a point in that defensive possession where they were really going to foul. But they held off, and as Davis was trying to get rid of it, they got a hand on it. Coach Turnbull is positioning for that foul to be upgraded. Wants some technical free throws in a possession. It's that time in the game. Guys are fighting for every inch. You see the turnover, and that official has to get out of there and quick and in a hurry. Tark with a full head of steam. Misses the first one. You see Davis trying to commit the hard foul. Didn't think nothing malicious with that foul. He was just really trying to make sure he gave him a hard enough one to where it wasn't an and one. But now Tark has to go to the free throw line and hit one to stay. And two will make it a very tough play for S4G to be able to score after this one. There's just 1.7 seconds on the clock. Coach Turnbull didn't even say anything. The Tark just sort of looked at him, nodded his head. And you know what time it is, fashion. First one silky, as if there were never a question. Ties us up at 73 apiece. .7 seconds left. This will likely be the game or overtime. That one's going to miss. And we are going to go into overtime. And actually, you're probably going to have S4G petition to have 1.7 on the clock. You see, one of the coaches for S4G kind of wanted 1.7 put on the clock and wanted to at least have that final possession. Looked like Coach Solomon was just like, you know, hey, it is what it is. We'll get ready for OT. So will we. Quick commercial break. Extra basketball here in this one.
How long does it take to change the game of basketball? To change the sport? Hours, days, years, decades? How about 0.4 seconds? Just like that, all of a sudden big ain't so big no more. Small ain't so small. And with the flick of the wrist, the step back three is the new dunk. Follow through is the new poster. Range is the new hang time. From the elbow to the rim, the threat now comes from everywhere. It's a new age for the game, a new era of champion. In the world, change takes time. In the universe, it takes eons. In this game, it only takes a second. Or less.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's get back to it. Overtime. We need bonus basketball to finish this one. Ford chases down the tip over to Medlin. Medlin going for the throw. Can't get the shot to go. Tipped around. Ford, Johnny on the spot. His shot won't go. Rebounded by Deshaun Burke. Tied up at 73 apiece. For those that might just be joining us, S4G had this game in hand. They were checking out with the game. It was just a paper or plastic type of game there. Purchase had already been made. Just seemed like the rest of the game was a formality. But Coastal stuck in there, was able to turn the defense up in an instance to where a lot of teams would have fouled, sent them to the line, and tried to see if they could make free throws. Coastal just cranked up the D and forced some turnovers. Tark went to the free throw line. He's missed his last 2 free throws, the one that could have ended this game and then this one here in OT, but he did hit the one that he needed to make sure OT actually took place. As Ford has just fouled out. Here Coach Turnbull touching base with one of his floor generals in Deshaun Burke. Hart splits the pair of free throws. So now 74-73. Man, he has really turned up his defense. Key play that leads to the steal by Burke. And the flush. 73-76. That one is an errant pass. They're coming hard for it. And that'll make it a 3-point game, but the possession arrow is going to stick with S4G. Layson to Medlin. Medlin nowhere to go. That one's going to be taken away. Here's Tark. Medlin called for the foul. I tell you what, Ian Turnbull Jr. doesn't want Tark missing free throws. No coach wants his players missing free throws. But he's also not going to harp on some of the mishaps from Anthony Tark because he's done so much when it comes to defense. Some of the areas that is going to show up in the box score, others intangibles that just those here on site see. He gets after it on the defensive end. Got 2 straight steals for Coastal. He's a big reason why they got both of them. Knocks down that first free throw. This time he gets both. Now it's a 5-point game. Approaching the 3-minute mark. Could it be another steal? Yes, it is. This time it was Burke. Tark picking up the pieces. Olakani gets it back to Tark. Tark thought about a 3-pointer, but wisely, they're going to run a little bit of clock. Make sure they get a better shot. Burke kicks it out. Roundtree, get that out of here, says Layson. Layson covering some serious ground. They're on that play. Also, a player who's playing some very good defense here in this matchup. You can see Roundtree knifing through, and Layson get over there and make the play. Back to the action. Burke can't get that floater to go. Tark saves it, but right to Jaquan Holmes. That's a turnover you can't afford there if you're S4G. Coastal nearly gives it right back. But Olakani gets it out to Roundtree, and they'll reset. 5-point game. Golston was trying to get that pass ahead to Ishmael Balua. There was some miscommunication there. And we're going to take a timeout here from the Palmetto State Basketball Showcase. Tark gets his hand on another one, so that still won't go to him. But you can see his impact. Burke yamming it on the other end. We'll be back after this timeout. We come back out of the timeout. 2 minutes, 13 seconds remaining in OT. Coastal with A turnover right out of the timeout. Coach Turnbull just shakes his head and tries to shake it off. As his team has a 5-point advantage. Doesn't want to see his squad make the same mistake that S4G did in terms of not putting the game away. Cosby in double trouble, pass ahead to Layson. Layson fouled on the play by Roundtree. So that's going to mean free throws for Layson. In and out on the first free throw. Roundtree was just called for the foul. There he is to get the rebound. Burke gets it across the timeline, back to Roundtree. We're under the 2-minute mark, 1 minute, 44 seconds, and counting. Tark. Tark turning the corner, looking to attack. Fouled on the play by Holmes. He's going to go to the line. Coastal Academy scheduled to play one more game this evening. I believe they'll be in either that 6 p.m. or that 7:30 game. Tark misses that first free throw. Second free throw is good. 6-point game now. Pass ahead to Golston. Golston will crank up the three. No good. Ball in the hands of Tark. One man to beat in Layson. Layson, good defense, got a hand on it. Now spins out of trouble. 1 minute, 10 seconds, and counting. Layson just trying to weave through blue jerseys. The Euro step leaves the shot short. Golston getting his best safety impression on there. Over to Layson. Layson gets the defender in the air. Three won't fall for him. S4G fighting on the offensive glass. Can't see it fall. As you see some of the frustration there for Chris Garland. Lack of points there on that last possession, not due to a lack of effort. Just wouldn't fall for him. Tark looks like, they've got one more game on the schedule. Tark looks like he could play two more. The way he's moving out there, 6-point game. We'll see if S4G chooses to foul to kind of extend the game here. About 30 seconds. Doesn't look like S4G plans to foul. Now Cosby will foul. So they foul with 21.4 seconds left, just sort of going for the steal. But it's just been a two-possession game. Can understand why they want to see if they can get a turnover as opposed to having to swap those points unnecessarily. Now you have to depend on Burke giving you some help and missing from the line. Doesn't plan to on the first. First one's good. Makes it a 7-point game. Lane violation there. Free throw missed either way. 7-point game. You need a quick score here if you're S4G. Coastal opts not to foul. So a timeout on the plate. We'll take a timeout with them. We'll be back shortly. 14.9 seconds on the game clock. We've got a 5-point game in favor of Coastal. Out of the timeout now, that pass broken up by Holmes. Coastal inbounds it, and Golston going to be called for the foul. They got it into Kesley Felizor. Just 1 2/10 seconds coming off the clock there, 13.6 remaining here in OT. Kesley Felizor out of Hightstown, New Jersey, headed to the line. Makes the first. That one kicks out of there, so we've got a 6-point game, 10 seconds to work with for S4G. Holmes gonna try the three-pointer. Silky, nothing but net. So that makes it a 3-point game. Tough shot there by Holmes. You see Layson at that lane cut off, gets it out to Holmes. Burke just wants to get a hand up, doesn't want to foul though. And you see Holmes splash one to pull them to within 3. Only question is it too late? .3 seconds left on the game clock, so you got to get a quick steal. Then work it out to the 3-point line quickly. A lot to ask here for S4G. We'll see if they can get it done. They get it to Tark. Tark fouled on the play, will go to the line. 2.8 seconds on the game clock. Matchup after this one will be the host, Believe Prep Academy, taking on TAG. That's TAAG. Believe TAG is based out of Florida. They're in the Tampa area. Tark good on the first free throw. That free throw off the rim. S4G is going to get a timeout. And we're going to take a timeout with them. When we get back, we've got 1.8 seconds remaining here in this game.
Seconds inbound pass to Marbury as he works on the defense of Johnson, dribbles by Robinson, takes it to the baseline, running jump shot, good! 2 seconds left.
1.8 seconds away from a comeback victory is Coastal. And that is going to do it. Appreciate you joining us here on SUVtv. Coastal comes back and gets one. They led early, S4G came back, took the lead, but they were able to regain it, and they finished this one with a 78-82 victory.